to our golf swing and why it's so important. Basic fundamentals would be something like a grip. That would be a basic fundamental that we want to make sure that we always have right. Our posture would be another thing that is a basic fundamental that we want to always have correct. Alignment would be another basic fundamental thing that we always want to have. These things are constants that we can always control, but sometimes they get away from us. We get a little lazy, maybe not as attentive to those things. We lose our focus a little bit. We lose alignment a little bit. We get a little lazy in our posture, and maybe the grip doesn't feel quite right, so we start compromising it some. So we always go back to those little basic fundamentals, I'm calling them, to be able to help you do a golf swing in the correct fashion. And you've heard me talk about over the last couple of weeks making a golf swing that's tension-free and making it such to where we're actually going to swing the golf club at the target and not the golf ball. So for me to be able to swing this at my target, if I'm going to swing the golf club at the target and maybe not necessarily the golf ball, so we've talked about we want to swing the club at the target. These basic fundamentals allow you to do that. If my hand's not on the club correctly, it's going to be difficult to do that. You can kind of see by demonstrating there, if my hand is not on there correctly, it makes it difficult to swing the club. If my alignment is incorrect, it makes it kind of difficult to swing the club at the target. If my posture is maybe really poor, it makes it very difficult to swing the club at the target. So those are just a few illustrations of why we want to make sure that our grip is really good. I've got two V's when I look down, and I can maybe at some time during your practice you're going to find, just go through a little checklist of your fundamentals as you see two knuckles on your left hand, and are both V's that are created between your thumb and forefinger pointing to your right side. You know, I see a lot of golf swings with a right hand under too far or left hand over too far, which would be too strong of a grip. But then we also want to make sure in our posture that we have a little knee bend. Our back is straight. Okay, so we have a ridge. We don't have a curve in our back. Arms are hanging, and I'm balanced because we're in a position in our posture to pivot and throw the club at the target, right? We want to throw the club at the target. If my posture's correct versus incorrect, it's going to make it a lot easier to achieve that. And then my body's got to be in some sort of line relative to where I want to hit it. And the line should be something parallel. Your body line should be parallel to the aim line. So there's two lines we deal with when we're talking about alignment. So we've got our body line, and then we have our target line. And we want to get our body like a railroad track to the target line, so now I can swing the club right to the target. So as we go through today and get in your stations, I want to kind of check those basics. Look at your grip, look at your posture, look at your alignment, and make sure that you're getting the most out of it so you can swing the club at the target.